Welcome, everyone, to the Better Love Movement podcast, where you will finally learn how to intentionally do dating and relationships right. My name is Anita Stoudemire, and I'm a licensed professional therapist and your personal love mentor. I've worked with thousands of singles and couples, giving them the skills needed to attract and keep the amazing love they desire. It's my heart's work to help people to get the skills needed to not only become the very best versions of themselves, but to help them grow and evolve emotionally and relationally. You can absolutely have the romantic relationship of your dreams. Come and let me show you how. Hey everybody, it's Anita with Better Love Movement, and today we are in a milestone episode. This is episode number 50. I have done 50 episodes of this podcast. It's hard to believe, right? And today's episode is entitled, You're Not Waiting, You're Preparing. And so I have been coaching a lot of female clients, and they are all in a season where they have gotten out of a relationship, perhaps that was toxic or wasn't a good fit for them. They've gone through a divorce or, had a breakup. And there are varying lengths of time for a lot of these female clients of mine. Some of them, it's only been a month. Some of them, it's been a year. Some of them, it's been 2 or 3 years. And they're entering into that period of time, that gap where they are starting to feel maybe a little lonely, or they're starting to feel like, okay, I am getting coached, or I'm going to therapy, and I'm doing some work on myself, and, I am getting better. I'm learning some new things, but I'm starting to feel a little lonely, or I'm starting to get a little tired of what they call waiting, especially my clients who've been, out of a relationship for a while. So they're getting tired of what they call the wait. They are waiting, right? They are waiting for their forever man to show up, the man who will be their husband, or the man they'll have a long-standing, long-term relationship with, and they're getting tired. They're getting lonely. Dare I say it, they're getting desperate. And they're starting to kind of backtrack. They are either recycling exes, or they are settling for things that they shouldn't settle for. They are, just putting up with things that they shouldn't be putting up with. And dare I say it, some scarcity mindset is starting to set in. Some fear-based mindset is starting to, set in. And they are worried about whether there is that guy that they've been looking for, or that I should say is looking for them, that great guy that they want. Is he out there? Is he coming? When is he coming? And I tell my coaching clients, this is the time where, yes, I don't want you to see this as a wait, because just the very essence of the word waiting, or the wait, right? It implies, like I am just waiting. And it doesn't feel good. Like just even saying that word doesn't really feel great. So I help them to cognitively reframe the idea of them waiting. This is a therapist technique, by the way, where you're going to take something or a word, or, how you see something, and you're going to change or reframe it in your mind. You're going to reframe your thoughts around that thing. And so instead of seeing it as waiting, which just sounds awful, it feels heavy, you're going to make it more of a, I am preparing. So that way it doesn't seem like you're just sitting there and you're sitting still and you're not really doing anything. No, we want to make it an active thing. You are preparing for your husband. You're preparing for your forever man. You're preparing for your ideal relationship. And at least that way, you are actively doing something. And dare I say it, the thing that you're doing is really for you, it's not for him. You're living your life. You're living your life to the fullest, like you're having fun. You're going out and experiencing new things. You're learning and you're growing and you're working on yourself. And you are preparing for that ideal relationship and the right man for you. And so I don't want you to grow faint or to give up or to lean into this scarcity mindset that says, oh my gosh, there's not enough good guys for everybody. There's not enough good men out there. There's not enough good men around, and or there's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to have what I want or to have the man that I want. Don't start that. Don't even go there. Because once you even put your head down that rabbit hole and fall in, it's hard to get out. So do not go there. Stay on your affirmations, stay on your mindset, your thinking. And again, this time is for you to make it about you. Stay on whatever it is that you know for a fact you should be working on. Okay, so I'm going to include myself in this. It has not been very long since I had a breakup, and I have really decided to throw myself into my businesses, and I've decided to throw myself even deeper into my fitness journey. I've decided to create another course. I'm going to tell you about that later. I have decided to read and listen to more podcasts, and I've always gone to therapy. Here's an interesting factoid. Most therapists have a therapist. And trust me, we need it. We listen to other people's problems all day long. And some of those problems are very intense. It's a lot to take in all that energy and not have a place to put it at the end of the day. So, yes, we see therapists as well. So I do work there. And I am just in a constant state of growing, learning, evolving. I'm in this manifesting challenge right now, and I am ramping up my affirmations. I am ramping up, things that I'm working on. My biggest one, may I share, is that I am paying down I'm paying off my debts, all my credit card debts. That's the newest thing. I'm like, yeah, let me get prepared. Let me get all this debt paid off and doing whatever I have to do to make that happen, because that's like my thing now, right? Instead of spending money going out to eat all the time or just doing stuff I don't have any business with my money, I'm really taking every extra $5, $10, $15, everything, and putting it towards my credit cards. I'm trying to pay off all of my credit card debt. And so that's something I decided, okay, I'm going to lean into that. I'm going to prepare for my man and for us to have the most ideal situation possible, which is me without any credit card debt, me with a thriving business, 2 businesses. I want both of my businesses to be thriving, me looking fabulous, feeling good, and everything, all my joints moving and working like they should, and just feeling great. Me happy and healthy and continuing to travel and continuing to do things with my teenagers and, my dog and my cat, just really developing the absolute best version of me. And so honestly, that's a full-time and a part-time job. When you think about it, that really takes a lot between working and then working on all your passion projects and if you're in school or if you're starting a business. I mean, there's just so many amazing things that you could be doing to prepare for your man, your ideal relationship. And one of the things you could do, and this is kind of a fun assignment, I'm going to include the PDF in this podcast. It's called My Ideal Relationship, where I really want you to take that PDF download and print it out and write on it what your ideal relationship is like. And I mean, don't leave anything out. This is a really high energy exercise. When you do this, you are sending out into the universe some really powerful energy about what you want to manifest in your ideal relationship. And it's a fun exercise, but I'm going to include that. I'd love for you all to do that. And that's a great way to prepare for your man or prepare for your relationship, is to really ramp up the energy and how you feel about what it is you want. It just feels so good to do that. I've done it several times. And not long after doing that, men appear, relationships appear. So that's how powerful and energetic this exercise is. But I'm going to include that in My Ideal Relationship worksheet for you to download and print out and start writing. What does that ideal relationship look like? And so for me, it looks like us, having extra money to travel and to do other things, like fun things, have great experiences together. And I realized, man, I can't do that. And I got all this debt, that I got to pay for. So then I said, okay, I need to pay down my debt, right? If I want to be able to hang out with my guy, take days off, go on trips, go on day trips or 2-day trips, I've got to get my ducks in a row financially. And so that's when I decided, okay, well, I'm going to use this time to prepare. And guess what? This time could be a year. It could be 2 years. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to pay my debt down. I don't know. I mean, I am hustling. I'm hustling every day, but it could take a year. It could take 2 years. I don't know. But I want to make sure that I'm in the best possible position to meet my man, my ideal partner, and to have the intention on getting married and not have all that debt hanging over me. So you are in a season really of preparing. And we got to call it what it is. A lot of us out here, me included, we still have emotional junk. We still have scars. We still have things we need to work on. Dare I say it, some of us have skills that we need to master. That's really all that I do. I teach people skills, and then I have them go out into the world and practice those skills. And it takes a minute to really master these skills. I found myself, knowing all the things that I know in terms of these feminine communication skills and conflict resolution skills and all these different skills. I find myself getting triggered. And then before you know it, I'm right back to doing what I'm not supposed to do. I'm right back to saying what I'm not supposed to say. So I still practice these skills because I'm really trying to master the skills necessary to be a feminine energy, very powerful woman. So that's a part of your preparing too, is you're going to learn some new skills and then you're going to practice them until you master them. And that could take a year or 2 or 3. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do to become the very best you. So we're all in the process of growing and changing and evolving. Don't ever stop changing and evolving and growing. Like, continue that process, continue reading, continue listening to things that are positive, that are going to feed your mind something good. Continue to ask questions, continue to push boundaries, continue to talk to a therapist or a counselor if you need to. Continue to do that work. And when you recognize, let's say you broke up 6 months ago and you want to practice your skills So you go online to do some online dating. And that's the place I send you, just so you know. I send you online to do some practicing with your skills. Everybody who knows me knows I don't necessarily believe, online dating is real or sincere. I don't. But I do send my female coaching clients online, because I need them to, one, get a big ego boost. They need a big ego boost, a lot of them. They feel like, oh, I'm not very attractive or nobody will want me. And then they go online, there's like 1,000 messages in their box. So that's the first reason. But the second reason is so they can practice the skills. You need real live men. And I mean all kinds of men, right? So men who are gentlemen, men who are jerks, you need all of them because we have to practice these skills. The guys out here that are jerks, they will trigger you. And I need you to prepare, like get prepared for that so you don't fall back into your other ways of communicating. I want you to stay in your feminine style of communication always, regardless of the man, regardless of whether he's a gentleman or a jerk, doesn't matter. It's not about them, it's all about you. I also want you to master the art of self-love and self-care. And that can take a while, especially the self-love part. It can take about a solid year of being alone, of not dating, of not engaging really any men, to really feel good about yourself again. Because God forbid, if you were in a toxic relationship, chances are that person put you down, dragged you down, said some things, told you nobody was ever going to want you, love you. Some things happen, right? If they cheated on you, now you feel like, oh my gosh, I've been cheated on. I'm not good enough. Something's wrong with me. All of that's a lie. That's called their problem. Men who treat us badly, that's called them, their problem. It has nothing to do with you. Really think about that. A person treating you poorly tells me something about them, not about you. So you're going to need a whole year of just self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself, really boosting your self-esteem and your confidence again, feeling good again, not looking to men for validation. That's going to take, for some of you, 2 and 3 years. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand this whole idea of I'm a woman and I need a man to tell me I'm amazing, to tell me that I'm, a goddess, to tell me that I'm a magnetic siren. Like, really? I already know that. Okay, I already know that. And if you're a woman out there and you're not feeling that way and thinking that way, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to get you to that point where you're feeling good about you. But that's where I need you to get. I need you to get there before you start going out into the world thinking you're going to engage a good, healthy, masculine man. Because you're not. If you feel bad about yourself, if you don't think you're all that and then some, the best thing that ever happened to the planet, beautiful, sexy, vibrant, amazing, intelligent. I mean, just every word I can think of. If you don't believe that in the core of your soul, you're not ready. You're not ready, and you're going to energetically attract the same type of men you've been attracting. You got to get ready. You got to feel good. You got to be willing to laugh in the face of a man telling you something ridiculous. Like, oh, if you don't have sex with me, or if you don't have sex with a man before you get married, I mean, that's never going to happen. You're never going to get married because, that's impossible. Yeah, that's what I want your response to be. Well, then I guess you're not the man for me. I guess you're not that man, and that's okay. Okay, so I need you to feel strong and confident in this. Or for a man to tell you, oh, we just met, and if you're not coming over to my house tonight, there's something wrong with you. You're stuck up, you're a prude, or whatever it is they say to trigger you. All these are things that men say to trigger you. And you have got to practice Standing in your truth, standing in what you know is true about you. There is nothing at this point that a man can tell me about me to make me feel differently about me. All that matters is how I feel about me. That's it. Any man that does not appreciate all that I bring, that does not want all that I bring, even the yucky parts, okay? Forget him. I'm not thinking about him. I'm better off by myself than trying to be something I'm not or believing what someone else thinks about me. No, I'm good. And at the end of the day, this isn't about not needing a man, as I've told plenty of people. Yes, women need men. They need their energy. They need the yang to their yin. Of course we do. We need good, healthy, masculine men. That's the difference. I don't need a man who is toxic. I don't need a man who is putting me down or is insecure. I don't need a man who is, abusive. No, thank you. That's what I don't need. But yes, do I need a good, healthy, giving, loving, masculine man? A man who is a protector and a cherisher and a provider? Of course I do. I'll stand in line for that. A man who is loyal and faithful and thinks I'm the best thing since sliced bread, thinks I'm beautiful, thinks I'm intoxicating, thinks my laugh is, music to his ears. Yes, I will stand in line for that. But these other men, these toxic men, these narcissistic men, these selfish men, these disloyal, unfaithful men, no thank you. They can't tell me anything. So really think about that. When a man is telling you something about you, ladies, I want you to consider the source. Like, really ask yourself, who is this guy to tell me about me? Especially if his life is, dare I say, shitty. Excuse me. But yeah, no, you can't tell me anything. If your life isn't together, if you're a toxic person, if you're a selfish person, you can't tell me anything. I want you all to get to that place where you check the source of who this information is coming from. This broken, just completely toxic person. So no, you can't tell me anything. It is the good, healthy, masculine men. Those are the men I'm looking to attract. And so, again, in this season of preparation, yes, do we have to heal a lot of our brokenness? Yes. And again, I don't want you to buy into the idea of you have to be perfect. That's the other P word. I don't want you to be perfect, but I do want you to prepare. No one is going to be perfect. No one is going to heal every single broken part of them. But honestly, it's the few broken parts, the few quirky parts that actually make you kind of interesting. I mean, perfect is boring. So it's those few quirky parts, those few broken parts, especially if it's a process, right? If you're continually working on them, to me, that's what makes you interesting. That's what makes this whole thing, really interesting and unique. But yes, work on that. Work on those broken parts. Always be in progress of getting better, because at the end of the day, human beings make goals. We make lots of goals, but it's not always achieving those goals. What's more important is that we're making progress toward those goals. That's what people are looking for. They want to feel like things are slowly getting better. But when that doesn't happen, that's when, we shut down or we just give up on the goal. But yes, go inside of yourself. And it's a scary place. I have said this so many times. When you go through a breakup, that is like, it's a precious time, because it's your time to go inside of yourself and really dig deep, really get those yucky parts out of you, heal those parts, and work on them. Bring them out into the light. Okay? Don't keep them in the dark because they will master you. They will lord over you when you don't bring those things out into the light where you can see it, you can work on it, you can get rid of it. But this season that a lot of us are in, we're in preparation season. And it's going to take work on our part. It's going to take us actively every day walking in the direction of who we want to be, who we're going to be in our ideal relationship. I ask myself that all the time. Who am I in my ideal relationship? If this man comes along and he's my ideal partner and we have my ideal relationship, who am I? How am I? I'm getting up relatively early. I'm exercising 5 days a week. I'm eating healthy. I'm not addicted to sugar. We are practicing healthy communication. We're spending lots of time together. We're doing things together. We have a purpose for each other. We have a purpose for our relationship. We're passionate about something. We travel together and cook together and talk and walk and just do all kinds of amazing things together. But also in that ideal relationship, there's lots of room for our individuality. Like we have separate hobbies and interests that we pursue. And then we come back together and we have lots more to talk about. So I often have to check in with myself. Who am I in this ideal relationship? Who do I want to be? And I don't want to be that woman that jumps to conclusions, that's screaming or yelling or crying or is jealous or is possessive or is any of that. I want to be my ideal self in that ideal relationship. And so for some of us, like I said, we've got that work to do. We've got to pull those parts of us out into the light and say, all this envy, all this jealousy, it doesn't really fit into my ideal relationship. I need to heal that. All this insecurity about my looks, about my weight, about this, about that, it really doesn't fit into this ideal relationship I want to have. So that means it's up to you to heal it. You've got to heal it. And I want you to do that now in this season of preparing. And for a lot of us, a man is going to come along, an ideal man, a very good man, and we're going to continue to do that work. It frustrates me sometimes because I'll have clients where I'm working with them. This really great man comes along, an ideal man, and they start engaging him and dating. Then they drop the work they were doing. And then 6 months in, they're back. Oh, I'm having all these problems in my relationship. I know, because you did not continue to do the work. Keep doing the work. Keep growing. Keep addressing the things you know are there. And then, yes, practice those new skills with your new man. Grow, get better, progress. So you can really never put it down. Like when I tell people this, it freaks people out because I'm like, you can never put this stuff down. Like we're in a constant state of growing out of this. We're in a constant state of getting better, of changing and evolving. And so there are no breaks in that. You can't just take 5 years off and decide, I'm not going to do that work anymore because that pain or that toxic, whatever it is inside of you, that those icky parts, they're going to rear their ugly head. They're not going anywhere. So you've got to some extent, be kind of consciously and unconsciously be working on this all the time. Get better. And there's lots of ways in which to do it. Working with a coach is one. Going to therapy is another. Reading books, listening to books on Audible, listening to podcasts, journaling. Oh my gosh, there's so many amazing ways to do this, but really, you should actively be doing a little something all the time. Not every single day, every hour of every day, but You should be aware, okay, these are the things that I know are my sticking points. These are the things that I'm struggling with, and I've got to keep working on them. And you know what? Dare I say, be vulnerable with that new partner and let them know this is my junk. I am actively working on it. I'd love it if you would hold me accountable to that. Like, these are the parts of me that I know need to change, need to grow. And I just would love it if you could hold me accountable to that. That would be amazing. And let me tell you, if you said that to a man, like a good, healthy, masculine man, he would love it. He would love it. He would sign up for that. He would be like, man, this woman is amazing. Like, I love this. So you all are thinking that type of vulnerability is a turnoff. No, it's not. It's hot. It's amazing. He would love that. So continue to prepare, no matter where you are on this journey to finding what you believe is your forever partner, your husband. You know, you have to keep preparing. You're in a constant state of preparing. And again, it is about focusing on you, focusing on your fabulous life. We are not putting anything off. We are not labeling anything, oh, I'm going to do that once I have a man. I'm going to go there once I have a man. I'm going to buy that once no, none of that is happening. It's just like that expression about saving the good dishes, the good china, or a certain outfit or a pair of shoes for some occasion or something out there. No, we're living it. We're doing it. Everything we want to do, we're doing. And on that path to doing that, living our lives, eating on the good china, going to Greece, taking that cruise, or starting that business, buying that house, on the path to that, our man finds us. Our man is magnetically attracted to that type of life. He wants to be a part of that type of life. So do not wait for anything. Do not put anything off. You're doing everything. You're doing your life. You are enjoying your life. And you know what, ladies? I mean, I'm a big traveler. There's lots of places all over the world I want to be able to take my guy to. But if I go there with my girls, or if I go there by myself and my forever man finds me, I'm like, guess what? We're going again. There is a place that I went to in Greece or in Italy, and I've got to take you there. We're going again. What's the difference? I'm now going to take him to those places that maybe I've already been to. But do not put your life off. Prepare. Do whatever it is you believe you need to do. For me, it's getting my finances in order and paying down my debt, because I see us living this very low debt, kind of debt-free lifestyle, and being able to do what we want to do and go where we want to go without a bunch of debt, bogging us down. That's what I see. That's who I am in my ideal relationship. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm free of my credit card debt. My business is booming. Things are going great. That's who I see myself as. So I'm on that path now. And let's say I get halfway there, halfway to paying off my credit card debt, and my forever man meets me. I mean, that's all good. But guess what? I'm going to continue on that path. I'm going to continue to pay my debts off. And he'll be all the more impressed, like, wow, that's amazing that you're doing that. Yeah, I'm on this debt reduction thing, and I've got to make this happen. This is something that's really important to me, and this is what I'm doing. But trust and believe it'll be all that much more exciting to him that, wow, she's like really serious about this. Like, she's got her money in order. She's, reduced her debt. She's investing. She's saving. Great. That's what you want to happen. And it's the same with your emotional healing. It's the same with your physical body. It's the same with your education, your business, or anything else in your life. That's what really adds value. That adds value, not just your feminine allure, your feminine mystique, but also just having your life together. Have your life together, have your looks together, have your money together, have your house together, have your kids together. Whatever it is you need to be working on, work on that and have that together. And as you level up in your life, that has now raised the bar for the type of man that you're going to attract. You're going to stop attracting these low energy men because your energy is so high. Those men won't even come up to you. They won't even see you. That's how amazing this is. You will get your energy way up here, and those men, they don't even see you. But the men who are also vibrationally on that level, they now see you. They see you. And so they are attracted to you. And that's how this thing is supposed to go. So do this work. Invest in yourself. That's the best investment aside from your children that you can make is in you. Invest in yourself. You cannot go wrong. There is 1,000% return when you invest in yourself. Do whatever you have to do to be your absolute best. And use this time to prepare to meet your forever man. Remember, the love hasn't gone anywhere. So many women tell me, it's like the love light has gone out. I'm not in love. No one's in love with me. I'm out of that last relationship and just life seems, I don't know, it's like the love is gone and I just want a man to come in and bring the love back. No, the love is you. The love is inside of you. The man simply activates it, like he turns on what's already there. But there are other ways to turn that love on. I've experienced it when I am walking through the museum, when I am running out in nature, when I am playing with my dog or my cat, when I am having a good time out with my kids and their friends, when I am writing, when I am helping people, when I'm giving back, the love gets activated. That feeling is there. It's inside of me. And all these things activate that love again. I don't want you to just relegate this love thing to a man. There's so many different ways in which to activate this feeling of love. And I want you to really tap into that. And when you're doing that, yes, energetically, you're sending those vibes out. And there are good men out there that feel those vibes and they're magnetically attracted in. Yes, there's a huge possibility that you could attract a man in because your love vibration is so high. But that's what I want you to focus on. Do this work, get prepared. This is your season of preparation. And if you feel like, okay, I've done all the work, I've worked on myself, worked on my body, worked on my money, worked on my business. Okay, keep going. Keep going. There really is no true endpoint to that. There is really no endpoint to growth. Death is the endpoint. When you die, that's when it's over. You're constantly growing and changing and evolving. Lean into something else. What else should you be working on? What else should you be doing? And if you're not sure what it is, ask somebody. Ask somebody. That's the fastest way for somebody to tell you, oh, you need to work on your mouth. You need to work on your patience. You need to, eat better. You need to get more sleep at night. You need to get rid of some toxic friends. Oh, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you what you need to work on. So be careful if you ask somebody about this, but trust and believe somebody, a good friend, your family member, hopefully someone that, loves you, they're going to tell you what you need to work on. And trust, there is something. So keep going. You are never at a place where you are quote unquote done. Like I said, the end is death. Keep going, keep growing, keep changing, keep evolving. Do not be afraid to become your best self. Use this season in which to prepare yourself for your ideal relationship, for your ideal partner. It's going to make it that much sweeter. It's going to make it that much better. You're going to feel so amazing. Like, wow, I'm so glad I did this work. I'm so glad I'm not freaking out when, he puts his phone face down, or, I'm so glad I'm not envious of the waitress that's, serving our food. I'm so glad I have trust. I have love. I have loyalty and faithfulness. I have kindness. I have feminine power skills. I can speak in a feminine way. I'm heard, and I'm actually with a man who wants to do things for me and give me things. It's going to be that much sweeter. But ladies, trust. You are in a season of preparing. I know, because I'm right there with you. And I am preparing. And it's okay. I've got lots of things in which to work on. Lots of things that I'm doing, lots of things that I'm passionate about, that when I'm doing them, the love inside of me gets activated. I feel good. I feel good about myself. I have lots of self-love activities that I like to do that keep my vibration high, keep my self-esteem high, keep my confidence high. And I want you to start doing these things. Write them down. I'm doing my affirmations every day. Every night, I'm playing the recording of my affirmations. And this journey never ends. It never ends. I keep going, and I want you to do the same. So this episode was brought to you by my course, 30 Days to Mastering Your Feminine Power. It is on the Udemy platform, and I am going to include a link in the show notes for you to get $5 off of this course. It's BetterLove5 if you use that coupon code, but if you click that link, you will get $5 off of the course. And I am in the process of creating a new course. I'm actually using the Teachable platform, but my new course is all about online dating. So many people, it's believed, there's like 80% of people now are using online dating. And I'm not a huge fan, right? I'm not a huge fan of online dating, but if you're going to do it, I want to show you how to do it the feminine power way so that you can get good results. You can get the results you're looking for. You can keep your vibration high, keep your energy high, stay in your feminine, and do not be pushed into your masculine, because there are a lot of men online that want to push you into your masculine energy. Do not do it. Do not do it. Stay in your feminine energy. So this course is going to teach you everything you need to know about online dating and how to be successful as a feminine power mastery woman. So look for that in the next month. That's going to be coming out. I'm excited about it. I am super duper excited about it. And for all of my ladies out there that want to utilize online dating to practice their skills, this is another great thing to do. This course is a great tool. Even if you're not seriously serious, it will help you to practice your feminine power skills. So be on the lookout for that. If you have a relationship or a dating question that you want to have answered on the show, please feel free to send it to me. The email address is info@betterlovemovement.com. You can also reach me through the contact page on my website, www.betterlovemovement.com. You may request a private coaching session, or if you would like for me to speak, please, 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 if you could rate and review this podcast, I would so appreciate it. It helps so much to get this message out to everyone. It helps so much to just get us out there, and just improves the ranking. It just helps so much. So if you find this podcast interesting or the information is helping you, please rate and review. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that, and like this podcast. And if you know of anyone that you think would that needs to listen to this information. It happens to me all the time. I'm listening to something or watching something, and I'm like, man, this person needs to listen to this. Please share this episode, share it with them. And if you want to ask a dating or relationship question or you need advice, you can always connect with me on the Magnify app. It's live, it is video or audio, one-on-one, real-time coaching. You pay for it by the minute. If you have never called me through Magnify before, you get 5 free minutes to use. And after that, it is $2 a minute. It's the most affordable way to receive coaching from me. So lots and lots of ways that we can connect. Follow me on Instagram, Better Love Movement. Follow me at my Facebook page, Better Love Movement. And I look forward to hearing from you all. I look forward to getting your questions. I look forward to your comments on social media. I just thank you so much for continuing to listen. And remember to stay open to love.